As you all know, AI is taking over many of the jobs, and web development is one thing. But do you know, web development is definitely not going to get eradicated completely. It's just that a job of 10 people will be done only by one. But for to become that one, you need to learn it, right? So in this series, we are going to learn web development using Mern Stack for beginners right from the scratch and to the hero level. And then I will also tell you how to use AI in your applications. So guys, welcome to the episode 0 or the introductory session of the course Mern X AI. So in this session, we are going to discuss what we will be covering through the entire course and the basic fundamentals of Mern Stack, or you can say web development, and I will also talk about what is full stack development. So we will cover all the basic things right away in this video. And from the next session, we will start learning the actual real stuff. So let's get going without any further ado. So the first thing, what is web development? So web development is simply, you can say, creating, building, or maintaining websites online, right? Now, why web development? What is the importance of it? Now, if you see in any sector nowadays, let us say it's be social media, let us be video streaming, anything, you need websites for everything, right? This is the tech world and you need websites for everything. So it is quite important nowadays. And if you consider about any kinds of real life examples, you can say we have YouTube, we have Google, we have Instagram. We have a lot of things nowadays, which almost everything has a website of its own, right? But coming to the next thing, how does websites work in real time? So for websites, there are three things. The first thing is client and server communication. The browser in which you are browsing sends a request to the server, and the server processes this particular request and sends a response which might be an HTML, CSS code or JavaScript code, which will be rendered in the browser, right? For this, we can consider example of Google searching. Let's say you are searching something on Google, which triggers a server response, and that server provides you with the results of your search query, right? This is the simple thing. And the next thing is DNS or domain name system. This translates a domain name. You can say youtube.com is a domain name, but actually YouTube is hosted on a specific IP address. This IP address is converted into a DNS, which is simpler to read, right? And the next thing is simple web hosting. Now, for a user, for a website to be used globally, it needs to be hosted somewhere. And there are multiple hosting services like AWS, Netlify, or Vercel, which hosts websites, and users all around the globe can easily access those websites. Coming to the next thing, what is front end, what is back end, what is full stack? Now, whenever you use a website, there are multiple things about it. Like the front end means the client side structure. So whenever, suppose you are a user of YouTube, so you see only the videos, right? You see the videos, you can search the things. You don't know what is happening in the back end, how the videos are coming, what's the algorithm is. You don't know anything of that. You just see the videos and you just click on them and you just watch the videos. You can like them and do the basic stuff. Now this becomes the front end. But what is the back end? Backend consists of the database, the server side processes like the algorithm, how the videos come up, how when to show the thumbnail, where the thumbnail is stored, the database, how the search queries are made to the database, and how the data is retrieved from the database. All this is considered backend. And now what is full stack? When you combine both front end and back end, that is when you make full stack. Now, full stack is simply front end plus back end. Now, in front end, we have some technologies like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And in back end, you can use something like Node.js, Django, and PHP. And for full stack, there are multiple tech stacks, and the most popular one is Mern Stack, which we are going to cover in the series itself. Now let's talk about some major web development technologies. All right. So the first one is HTML. What is HTML? HTML simply defines the structure of a web page. Uh, you can say adding headings, paragraphs, images, all these basic things you can do via HTML. And then comes CSS. All right. In CSS, you can simply do is you can simply add styles and do layouts for the web pages. In JavaScript, you can make websites interactive. You can add interactivity to the websites like clicks and all other. And then comes the frameworks and libraries. So inside frameworks, we have front-end frameworks and then we have back-end frameworks. So in the front-end frameworks, we have React, we have Angular, and we have Vue.js. And for the backend, we can use either Express.js or Django. Express.js uses JavaScript and Django uses Python. In this series, we are not going to cover Django, Angular, and Vue. We are going to cover simply React and Express.js because those are the most popular ones and currently in trend. So that is what we should learn. Next, talk about some popular tech stacks. As I said, Mern, and then we have Mean and Maven. So in Mern, it stands for MongoDB, Express.js, React.js, and Node.js. Whereas in Mean, everything is same. Only instead of React.js, we are going to use AngularJS. And coming to Maven structure, instead of React.js, we are going to use Vue.js. Now, all of these are quite popular. If you want more detail, you can say that React is developed by Meta or Facebook, whereas Angular is developed by Google and it is mostly used in Google's applications. Vue is basically used for small scale to medium scale applications, and Angular is generally used for large scale applications or enterprise level applications. React can be used for everything. It is like very good. Now, if we talk about why do we choose Mern in this course? So first thing, Mern is completely JavaScript. You only know language JavaScript, you can still do Mern. And it's developer friendly. It's simple to learn, it's highly scalable, and it's pretty efficient as well. And then comes the popularity. Of course, as it is the most trending technologies right now in web development, it has the most biggest community support and abundant resources as well. Then comes flexibility. We can use flexible databases like MongoDB and flexible and faster backend servers like Express.js as well. So yeah, the Mern is totally beneficial and that's why it is in trend and that's why we are going to learn it as well in this series. Coming to the next thing. So I already told you about like why we should choose Mern. I told you all of the reasons. And coming to the next thing, why full stack? Like everyone is a full stack developer. Are there any sufficient jobs? So now listen to me. There are quite a few jobs, and it's not like everyone can be a very good full stack developer. There are multiple full stack developers, but everyone is not a full stack developer. In a full stack developer, you need skills for both front end and back end. You should be able to create a full stack application on your own. And yeah, there is quite a good amount of money. And if you have proper skills, you will definitely get a very good job. And coming to demand, there's no way the demand for full stack development is ever going to eradicate completely. There is always going to be a demand, no matter what. And coming to AI, yes, AI is taking over jobs, but it's not like it's totally eradicating it. It's just simply that the job of 10 people can now be done using one, right? So that is what is about AI versus web devs. So it is important that you become a web developer who knows how to implement AI, how to use AI in your applications. So, and that is what I'm going to help you with this in the series. And coming to what's in this series now, I have taught you the basics about how the websites work, what is the basics of web development and everything. Now, coming to the next stuff, what are we going to cover in this video? So first of all, this video is of maximum going to be a 10 short lecture. We will not have more than that. So the next episode, which is going to the first episode, will be a HTML one shot. So we will be covering complete hypertext markup language HTML in one short video, and then we will be covering CSS in one shot, and then JavaScript as well in one shot. And then we will be creating a project using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, our very first project. With this, we will have 4 sessions completed. And after that, we will take on a React.js session, a one shot, and then a MongoDB, where I will teach you about everything, every basic commands of MongoDB, which are important to you. And then we can cover Express.js and Node.js in one shot. And finally, after that, we will be making an entire full stack web application using all the things we have learned so far. After this, I will have one more video in which I will tell you how to use AI, how to use AI APIs, and every important aspect of how to use AI in your development process to become the 10 next step. So yeah, as I said, one developer can do the job of 10 developers, and that is what you have to become, and that is the most important thing right now. And that's it. That is all I had to say. Now, before ending this video, I want to tell you to like download a few important things. You have to download, let's say, VS Code. And in every session, I will tell you to like install some packages alongside me. So I want you to do that as well. You can click on Windows or Mac, or if you are using Linux, you can go to this version. It's a simple download process. Click on this, go to the installer, and you can just directly download. I will provide this link in the description. And quite if there are anything else I want you to download, just have an eye on the description. If there are any more links, just read through it, and I will just add all the necessary links right there. And after that, what I want you to do is whenever you're watching a video, each episode, I want you to code alongside me. So what you can simply do is create a slider window. Like you can create the video, you can play the video here, and you can start coding here. So that is the best way to learn. Now make sure that you do that for every single episode, right? Whenever I am teaching you something, make sure you're coding alongside me and checking the outputs and doubts right away. Don't keep them or postpone them for later. So that is how you will make the most out of this course, guys. So that is it from my side. I will meet you soon, very soon, with the next video, which will be on HTML, which will be a HTML one shot. So see you there. Until then, bye guys, and keep learning.